Now I've got Josh with me from Hestia to discuss how he finds working with us on website and Google Ad Grants, just to give you guys a bit of an idea what it's like. So, Josh, it would be really great for us if you could give us a bit of an introduction to yourself and also to Hestia as well.
Hi, my name is Josh McLean. I am the Communications Manager at Hestia, and we are a crisis support charity helping adults and children across London and the South East to a life beyond crisis.
So, what was the change which caused you to really look at digital and transform the way you did it at Hestia?
So we had a website that existed before I started at the organisation, which had been built kind of with a lot of areas and wasn't quite clear what our call to actions and what our goals were. So we kind of started from scratch again and looked at what we needed, looked at our audiences and decided that fundraising was kind of the area that we wanted to go down. And then what we were able to do is work with kind of key people from across the organisation to kind of get their input, and also the service users as well.
Yeah.
And then we started to build up a plan, we started to build up a site map, and it kind of snowballed from then in the best way possible. And so the website launched, I think it was 3 months after we initially started. And since then it's just grown kind of to like analytics wise in the best way, which at one point we were averaging probably like 3,000 audience members a month. It now is 15,000. So we've seen kind of just a natural organic growth, but also through the comms that we've been putting out, working with the different kind of functions of the website, that we could have blogs, stories, things like that, has all kind of come together. So the change was we need to be in this position as an organisation, and being able to showcase that throughout that journey to the relevant members of, directorate, board, trustees, things like that, to be actual goal. We wanted to do this, but we've now actually achieved this, and it's gone kind of way above and beyond. So it's always been really positive in that aspect, that as we've grown as an organisation and also from a digital space, that people now actually value digital and realise actually there is an impact that can be done with it. And without it, it's difficult to reach those people that wouldn't necessarily know anything about our organisation, for example.
As I understand it, have you also got the Google Ad Grant in place?
We do indeed, yes. So since we've had that set up, again, it's helped us massively build people to our traffic. The site traffic from that alone is always kind of depending on which kind of ad we've got working on at the moment to kind of reflect what's happening within the organisation. It does get that additional footfall as such through the door. And we are really fortunate that during the lockdown period is, like I said, has been really challenging, but because of the media work that we've been able to achieve on some of the projects that we've launched during this time, our SEO has obviously increased massively, so that those ads against other kind of, competitors and other organisations which are doing similar work to us, we've been able to kind of still remain kind of at the top of the Google search. And from the Google grant ad, we are still trying to get in that footfall and traffic on the website, which again only benefits us for donations, things like that, and people kind of wanting to then come on like a Hestia journey and be hopefully a donor.
So if you could give one piece of advice to anyone who's about to improve their digital presence or go through a bit of a transformation, what would that be?
It's quite difficult because I think there's quite a lot that we kind of learned as we went on, that it would have been great if we could have learned that earlier on so that we could kind of forecast for it. But I would say the one piece of advice would be to really know what it is that you want in the long run. So like, what is your ultimate goal? So for us, it was, about increasing our fundraising, but also kind of what other elements can we add to that kind of, strong column. So is it content from service users? Is it news articles? Things like that. Like, what is it that kind of will help that? And I think having kind of an understanding of all the different pieces that can support you. So you might think this blog article is really small, but actually can that be utilised in other areas for like a newsletter, can it be made to social media, things like that, so that it all kind of points towards that one direction. So I just think that know your goal, like your ultimate goal, and be mindful of all the different aspects that can contribute towards that as well.